Hello, my YouTube followers. This is Daisy192368 for video log for March 11, 2012. I'm gonna go over something that I did yesterday, which I thought was really cool. I actually went to this convention in Brooklyn at the Polytechnical Institute of NYU in Brooklyn. It's this convention that they have once a year, and it's for like per se. They started back in 2005, but it's been going on ever since. It's sponsored by NYU. It's a free event, but you got to get the tickets, and you have to be a certain age. And if you go in by yourself and you're under the age of 18, you will have to have an adult with you present, or someone who is above the age of 18. I forgot how the regulations went, but I had no problems with security. So you know, I was able to do whatever I want. Go to any forum. I didn't need someone escorting me around, and you know, that kind of stuff, which I kind of really hate sometimes, and it's annoying as hell. Anywho, let me show you some of the stuff that I got yesterday from the Springfest convention. This poster, there was a main cafe there. They're called Applekiss, which I thought was kind of cool. And this reminds me a bit of Inception. The film Inception, yeah. When I first saw this film, I thought it was really, really cool, and I was hoping someone would do some kind of anime-style fan art. Look, see? It says, "The dream is real." See? The butler and the maids are being tossed around doing all kinds of shit. And it's called the director of the Death Knight Maidception. I thought it was cool. So I got this. Thought it was really cool. And also, I got this little sucker right here. Hold on a minute. Damn it, Pikachu. I also got this little sucker. It's a Pikachu ring, which I thought was kind of cool. That's why I got it. Bunch of anime buttons. I think this is, I think it's the Vocaloid crew or something like that. Yeah, Vocaloid, because I see Hatsumiku. Also, I got a picture, autographed picture from one of my friends, which is, she's an up-and-coming cosplay star, dancer and whatnot, called Ayumi. Autographed. This is a vintage autograph photo, see? See the ink markings on it? That means it's autographed by her, herself. And she's cosplaying as a character from, I think, Final Fantasy X or 9? I forgot which was the character, but if any one of you recognize this, you can probably guess who it is, who she's cosplaying as. And my friend Daniel, he's a bit of an artist, and he loves manga, and he wants to make his own, and I respect him for it. Bookmark that I got as well, which I thought was really cool. And this is the thing I was just talking about earlier, about how, you know, like, being trolled by someone who is older than you. Go to conventions, this blue tag, this blue sucker, saved my ass. So, even when I went into the hentai forum, they said, "Can I see your wristband?" And I saw there was like, "Oh, good." And I forgot if someone had like a pink one. They couldn't enter. So basically, that's why I love anime conventions. They're so cool. And I cannot wait for, Anime Next in Jersey. Oh, that's going to be so crazy. But, anywho, also today is the 1-year anniversary, the 3/11, which was the devastating earthquake and tsunami that hit Japan hard. Literally, northeastern Japan hard. 9.0, and people had to survive from the biggest earthquake. A huge tsunami hit. Unfortunately, 19,000 people died, not from the quake itself, but the tsunami that hit afterwards, and which was a huge blunder after the disaster was nuclear emergency, which happened, which I thought was very disturbing, and which was another devastating fatal blow, unfortunately. My heart goes out to all the people in Japan. All the people who lost someone that tragic day. And I actually have some Facebook buddies who lives in Japan and who lost friends, family, whatever, but this is kind of a tribute also. And if I'm gonna and at I think at 2 something this afternoon. Well, throughout the entire day, they're having some kind of anniversary. There's a lot of events that's going on around the world to mark the 1 year anniversary, 3/11. And what they were just talking about on Channel 7, Eyewitness News, up close, which I thought was very touching and very honest and true, which both Japan and New York is similar on many ways, because we've been through devastating disasters. There's people who sacrificed their lives, who devoted their time and their lives to people who are in need at the worst time possible, or in the worst disaster scenario, and they managed to pull through. But the people who died, they put their lives on the line for others, not because they want fame or whatever. It's because it's a natural response. They want to help other people. So the fighter fighters, both the FDNY and the fighter fighters in Japan, are very similar in many ways. One thing, they very devoted to their community, and they help out whoever's in need, which I think, I have to say, you have some real guts, man. You have pride on your shoulders. Me, I would do the same thing, not for fame or anything, just to help out, just to help, my city, help my whatever in the worst time, if whatever happens, like Lil Wayne did, which I thought was very bold. He wasn't doing it for fame. He was like, fuck the world charity organizations, because they want to help the world. But he's like, I want to help my own city. I like that mentality. When something goes wrong with your hometown, if you want to really help rebuild it, go out there and do it yourself. Don't join any donation or organizations, or try to form one with your friends, your family, whoever. Try to raise funds for, to help rebuild your town or city, whatever. And you can make a difference. All of you out there, you can make a difference in many ways. And of course, which I thought was really good, I forgot the man's name, but it was both a collaboration between a Japanese and American man, both artists. They first did a documentary about the devastating earthquake and tsunami in Japan, and now they're doing a play tonight. I think it's in Uptown Manhattan. Oh God, I wish I could go see that. But they're gonna also do something like that, a drama, that same thing at the UN, and they're gonna do a live screening on TV. So I want to see it. But anywho, my thoughts and prayers goes out to all the people in Japan. No. But anywho, it was really heart-wrenching when I saw those images. Really heart-wrenching. Not the earthquake, but the aftermath, the tsunami, what people are going through. Kids lost their families. Now they're orphans. A lot of people was orphaned by this disaster. Like I said earlier, a lot of people lost stuff that day, lost a lot of things that day, friends, family, teachers, all that stuff, and which is bit of a positive side to it. There's been some things that's been gained too. Babies were born, and that was born on that same week of that disaster, which I thought, which was a bit of a miracle, but it shows that there's more to come, that there's more to be done. 1 year later, Japan cleaned up pretty well, but the lives can't be cleaned up. That takes years. Emotional wounds that, in some cases, not be ever healed, but that kind of thing. And then they said to rebuild the most devastated areas like Sendai and city of Sendai and the other cities that are in the other prefectures in northeastern Japan, $300 billion to be exact, to rebuild. And what I also found out, which was kind of shocking, and which is another reason why we need some of their technology here, is, say, with the bullet trains. I thought it was really spunky when 3 bullet trains went missing, and luckily all the people were okay on all of them. The trains didn't separate, they didn't fall apart, they were still together, because the unique coupling, tilting mechanisms that they have, some kind of coupling mechanism to hold them together, which I thought was really smart of Kawasaki to do. I think it's Kawasaki, Hitachi, all these other train builders in Japan. They have the economic muscle to get back on their feet. But except here's the other thing, which I thought, which if we have a disaster like that, we wouldn't have much of the industrial muscle like they have to rebuild from something like that. Of course, some areas of Japan is prone, well, not just Japan, but also parts of America are prone to disaster or easily in the line of it. Like, for example, all the cities on the eastern or western seaboards, unfortunately, is in a size like the West Coast is in a more of a seismically active zone than we are, because we rarely get earthquakes in New York, which is super rare. We just had one last summer, a small tremor, well, not as big as they had it in Virginia, but it came up here. But I wasn't in town when that happened. I was actually out of town, so I just heard about it from my friends. It's like everybody on Facebook was blowing up the lines. It was like blowing up the site saying, it was like, holy shit, did you feel that? There was a quake here in New York. And then someone sent me a link to Channel 7 Eyewitness News, which I thought was pretty crazy, man. Like, seriously, I never seen it happen before in New York. I know there's there's fault lines that go under New York, but California and stuff, they can survive an earthquake. We can't, because we don't have, our infrastructure is not built to withstand this kind of punishment, this kind of torture, stress with earthquakes bring. However, speaking of stress, the people who in Japan, which was stressed out by this, I think the stress is gonna really kill them. It's not just gonna kill them, but it's gonna kill everybody. It's gonna harm everybody that was affected in the earthquake, but in tsunami. But one word of advice: keep calm, deep breaths. Try to do some yoga, meditation. It calms you down, even in the most stressful situations. Find your aura. Find your way of calming down. Find yourself. That's what I tell people out there. Do what makes you happy. Do what you think is right and whatnot. Don't let other people judge you by who you are and what you do. And that's what I go by, and that's what I tell other people. But some people are so ignorant, they don't want to do it. So, that's how it is. But, anyhow, my thoughts and prayers, like I said again, goes out to the people of Japan and the families and all that stuff. So, this is AZ192368, the video log for March 11th, 2012, anniversary 3/11. So, this was a special video for me, so Peace.